Let us be still in the presence of God among us, God who is sacred, loving wisdom, God who is mercy, God who is mystery. It's Advent, a season of expectation, a season of hope. It comes during the darkest portion of our year, and this year, in a time of polarization, politicization, and pandemic. The poet Anne Weems reflects on our response to such darkness. Too often, our answer to the darkness is not running toward Bethlehem, but running away. We ought to know by now that we can't see where we're going in the dark. Running away is rampant. Separation is stylish. Separation from mates, from friends, from self. Run and tranquilize. Don't talk about it. Avoid. Run away and join the army of those who have already run away. When are we going to learn that Christmas peace comes only when we turn and face the darkness? Only then will we be able to see the light of the world. What a challenge to be able to see the light of the world in such a mess. In Advent, we gather to remember and prepare for one of life's joyous moments, the birth of a child. The birth of a child is usually something to which we look forward with joy. It brings new life, new expectations. Yet we know this child we await in Advent comes to a sad and tragic ending. An early death cut short a life of great hope and expectation. Hopes seemingly dashed by political reality. Yet we know this child we await in Advent is a true child of God. So how do we hope in this strange, polarized, and pandemic time, in a time of such darkness? Although Emily Dickinson described hope as the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all, hope is not a flimsy, feathery emotion, as she knew. True hope must be grounded in deep reality. At its deepest level, it is grounded in the reality of God, who is love. To live out of the hope grounded in such a God is to live in faith and epic of love. For that love is the presence of God. It's a witness to that presence. Valerie Kaur, a Sikh activist and civil rights lawyer, has written, "Love is more than a feeling. Love is a form of sweet labor, fierce, bloody, imperfect, and life-giving. A choice made over and over again. If love is sweet labor, love can be taught, modeled, and practiced. This labor engages all our emotions. Joy is the gift of love. Grief is the price of love. Anger protects that which is loved. And when we think we have reached our limit, wonder, and I would say hope, is the act that returns us to love. Advent and the season of Christmas remind us that the God of love is among us, living and acting in our midst. This God of love is mystery that grounds our lives, that leads us to hope, no matter the strange shapes our lives and our world take. It opens us to live and to act with this love, in trust of the wisdom beyond our knowing and the mercy beyond our imagining. Hope gives us the courage to live lives of love, to act with courage in the midst of darkness and turmoil. With Sojourner Truth, it lets us affirm, I will not allow my life's light to be determined by the darkness around me. This hope does not rest on outcomes, but on its source, the loving mystery which is God. God is with us. We are invited to live lives out of the hope that rests on faith in this loving presence of the God brought to birth once more among us. Something sacred is coming. Indeed, is already here. Let us live and act in hope with this gift. For reflection, who is the God of my hope? What helps me to find and nourish hope? How am I called to live out that hope?